Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a personalized digital planner with hyperlinks that you can adjust or customize so that it fits your personal needs perfectly, or that you can sell on Etsy, for example. To start, I opened a new file with the measurements of 8.5 times 11 inches. That will work quite good on iPads. In the first step, we are going to create the front cover of the planner. You can design that however you want. You could, for example, make it look like a spiral notebook and choose graphics like that to put on the side, and then add a rectangle so that it looks like a bound image, or you could also just import this photo frame. So there are a lot of options. I want to make mine look like a normal notebook, so I just looked for a book cover, and down here that one works quite well, I think. So you have to make sure when you add your cover that you have some space on the right side for book tabs where you can put the hyperlinks. So just crop this a bit so that it fits on the page, and you could also add a corner rounding a bit to make it look more like a book. When you have that, you can change the color as well. I just go on edit and then on tone, and you can choose whatever color you want. I think I'm just gonna go for dark blue color. And once you're happy with that, you can add the tabs for the different month. To generate the tabs, you want to go to elements and then on shapes. I'm going to use some rounded tabs because I think that looks nice. And then put in January. You want to choose a font that you want. I'm just going to use font Salus for that and enlarge it a bit. And then you want to make the tab a bit smaller and rotate it so that it is on 90 degrees. Then you also want to align the text on the top, maybe also add a bit of padding so that it isn't right at the top. And then you want to place the first tab there. We will later on put it behind the book cover. You now want to copy those tabs 12 times to have one for each month. Just gonna do it like 3 times, then select all of those 3, copy those, select all 6, decrease the size a bit, copy those again and move them there. Here you also have to make sure that they all fit on this page, so gonna have to decrease the size a bit. Now at this stage you also want to play around with the corner rounding to make it a bit more adjusted for the place that we have. Probably want to decrease the size a bit, and we can have it like that. Now you want to rename all the tabs to match the month. Now I want to select all of those and go on position and position them backwards so that the image of the book cover is on top of those. Once you're happy with that, you can design the front cover a bit more. I'm just gonna put some quite simple text there, D26, and choose a font that you like. You could also adjust the font, so I'm just gonna choose gold metallic font style for that. I'm not quite happy with the font after all, so just find whatever font you really like. Now that you're happy with the font style and the cover in general, you have to duplicate this page because you still want to have all those tabs, and then just duplicate this page, remove that, and go back to elements. Use a rounded rectangle to have the inside of the planner for the next couple of pages. Just line it like that, maybe. So you can put on the text, the different pages in there. I'm just gonna change the color to white, like that. And you now have to duplicate that 12 times for every month. So you could do it like that with all the tabs already there, but as you want to put hyperlinks in them separately later, we can delete them for now and then put them in with hyperlinks later on. So just duplicate until you have it 12 times. And then we want to rename the pages so that we know what month they correspond to. Now you can start with the hyperlinks. For that, it makes sense to ungroup it again and then select the January tab, click on more, and then click on link. So we want to link that to January. And done. Then for February, we want to do the same. Go on the three dots, click on link that to February, and so on with the other ones. And once you have linked all of them, you can select all of them and remove the underline so that it looks like we want to. And then you want to select all of them, group them again, and copy them by Command or Control Z, and then paste them by Control V. Again, change the position to go backwards, and do that for every page. And here you can see that when we ungroup it and click on January, for example, and the three dots, you have the link as well as for all the other pages. So just go back so that they are grouped again. Once you are happy with all of the pages and have the monthly tabs on the right side, all the pages, you want to create the inside of the planner. I'm going to do a monthly planner for this tutorial, so you want to add a page so that you can import designs here and just type monthly planner. You could also, of course, design your planner from scratch by yourself. I think I'm just gonna do the quick way for this tutorial. I'm just gonna choose this design, click on it and just import it. I'm just going to delete that, the month, and that, make it look so that it fits the page quite good. Once you're happy with the layout of the monthly planner, you want to copy and paste it to the pages that we already before. Here you want to align it so it's in the center of the page. You can play around until you like it. I'm going to change the color. That looks quite good. If you're happy with it, just go ahead and copy it to all of the other different months. In addition to the monthly planning pages, I want to have some monthly budget tracking as well. So I'm going to search for that and find a template that you like. I want to adjust that template to fit the style of the monthly planner. That change the fonts used in the design and adjust it till you like it. You can also again change the font color of the heading to match the style of the pages. Once we are happy with the page, you want to group that again, paste it, and then align it here. So that looks quite good. So just rename this page. We can delete that, go here to the grid view, and then duplicate this page quite often and move it behind every monthly page. Now you have a budget page behind every monthly page. You can go on and add any other trackers you want, or daily planner pages or monthly planner pages. I'm happy with that for now. The thing that I find a bit annoying or tedious in Canva if you do a planner like that is if you now would want to change the tab color to another color or use other fonts, you would have to do it on every individual page. It would be way easier if you do it in a software like Affinity, for example. If you would like to have a tutorial on how to create a planner in Affinity as well, you can just put it down in the comments and I will get to that. But back to our planner in Canva for now. You want to download that as a PDF file so that the links will work, and then click on download. You can now look at this file and see that you can click on February, for example, and you will jump there. Same for June. So all the hyperlinks are working. and you can just move around in that file. With that file, you can also import it in GoodNotes, for example, to use that for digital planning, and you can adjust and incorporate as many things as you want. You could also add another page with the links to your habit trackers or things that you just want to have on a yearly overview. So mood trackers or whatever you want, you could also put in an index page right after the start to have some extra tabs, or also have some tabs here on the top. You can customize this planner how you want to get the most of it for your planning. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I'll see you in the next video. And if you have any questions regarding the generation of a digital planner or to Canva or Affinity in general, just put it in the comments down below.